What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Heinz Crypto YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning back in. Today we're going to be talking about ZkSync and how their mainnet era just launched about a week ago. And in today's video we're going to be going over how to get some money over to ZkSync, what dApps to play with, to get some transactions around. It's a really cool ecosystem to play around with. The reason I want to make this video is, as we all know, Arbitrum just did their airdrop about a week or so ago, and it was pretty lucrative. Speculation has it that ZkSync is the new up-and-coming competitor to take Arbitrum's crown. So we need to figure out how to get some funds over there and how to play around so we could potentially be eligible for any kind of airdrop that they do in the future. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Let's dive on into it. I do want to take a minute to thank Keystone for sponsoring this segment of the video. If you guys are in the market for a brand new wallet with ease of use in mind, Keystone has you covered. They have made it their mission to keep crypto adoption #1 on their list with their new Keystone Pro design, making it super simple for newcomers to get into crypto and secure their assets safely, and taking the dauntingness out of hardware wallets. They also have add-ons where you can buy metal punches to secure your seed phrases to where you can have peace of mind knowing your assets are always safe. Use the link down in the description and use Heinz Crypto at checkout to save 30% off your entire order. Thanks again for Keystone for sponsoring this segment of the video. So going over to ZkSync's main website here, you can see mainnet era has just launched and the proof of ZK rollup. So Arbitrum and Optimism are optimistic rollups. And what ZkSync is a zero knowledge proof. So it's a completely different kind of layer 2 and different kind of rollup than the Arbitrum and Optimism projects. And just jumping over here real quick to l2beat.com, this is basically shows all the layer 2 projects for Ethereum. You can obviously see that Arbitrum and Optimism are at the top, but slowly creeping up is ZkSync, right? And with ZkSync's mainnet just launched here recently, they got some room to grow, and we are still in a bear market. And you can see there's, in my opinion, there's going to be funds that funnel down from Arbitrum and Optimism into ZkSync once everything gets going. And with all the recent news with Arbitrum and how their governance has kind of really fell flat on its face with the recent bad moves that the foundation kind of made when they put that vote up and already spent the funds and stuff like that, it's pretty much a slap in the face to the community, which I don't necessarily agree with. So I did lessen my position in Arbitrum after all that. And I'll be honest, guys, I've been looking at ZkSync for almost a year and a half now, and what they've done and been slow to roll out, super bullish in my opinion, super bullish. So what we want to do is we want to come over here to ZkSync and we need to get some money over here, right? We want to bridge in some money. We want to play with these dApps and make some transactions because we want to be a part of the ZkSync ecosystem, because it's huge opportunity, right? And who don't like free money with airdrops if there is any in the future, right? This isn't a guarantee, this isn't financial advice by any means, but from past history and what projects have done to decentralize the project and go to governance and stuff like that is they issue a token. And who do they issue that token to? Well, the early adopters and the people that get on and test the ecosystem. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So if you come over to the main website here, you can see it's got on the main page, it's got the bridge button, so you can click that and it'll bring you right over to the bridge here. So all you'll have to do is connect your wallet and just bridge over however much Ethereum you want to bridge and hit deposit, and literally in about 5 minutes it'll show up in your ZK wallet. And if you haven't already, I will post this down in the description if you haven't had the ZkSync mainnet already onto your MetaMask. Just copy this RPC information and put it right in your MetaMask and you will be on the ZkSync mainnet. Like I said, I will put this down in the description for you guys. But anyway, going back to the main page, if you come over here to network in the little drop down tab on the main page here, go to explore ecosystem. So what we have here is once you get your funds bridged in to ZkSync, right, you can come to this page over here. And if you click this little tab right here, it's called Live on Era. Basically what this is just all the projects that are currently live on the ZkSync mainnet right now that you can go on in and play around with, right? So you can currently see, you got DeFi, you have NFT stuff already live, you have a ZK name service that's already live, and I kind of want to walk you through those couple of things here and kind of show you just to go around, utilize some smart contracts, and just put in that volume on the network, right? That's all you got to do. It's some people make full-time jobs out of going around airdrop hunting. I don't necessarily recommend that because it is super speculative and super risky, but you know, it has paid off for people in the past. So you can see right here like a little NFT platform. Let's click onto the NFT platform here. And if you go to collections, you can see top collections, ZkSync name service. If we click on this and just come into here and go to their website. So what you can do in here is you're going to be interacting with yet another smart contract that's logged on the blockchain. So you can come in here, click launch app. It's just like ENS, Ethereum name service, right? That's all you got to do is come into here, search any name you want. I can show you guys that I already purchased one here. See, HeinzCrypto.zk. Super cheap, super easy to buy. You know, the longer the name, the cheaper it's going to be, right? If you want some short abbreviated name, it's going to be kind of expensive, but the gas fees are minimal. You know, it is a little bit more expensive than Arbitrum, but it's still way less expensive than Ethereum. 100%. But another thing I recommend is if you go back over to the NFT platform here, go in and just look around, right? Maybe buy an NFT on this platform because you'll be interacting with another smart contract, which is very important. And what we can kind of go off of is, you know, what Arbitrum did, the outline of the airdrop that Arbitrum did, right? You can go through here and just see what kind of points they gave people for doing certain things, like bridge, right? You got points for bridging transactions over time. So you conducted more than 6 distinct months, you know, over time. So if the more you used it, the more you get points, right? Transaction frequency and interaction. So you know, it goes right here, interacted with more than 10 smart contracts, 25, 100, right? Go on there and just play with as many smart contracts as you can. You know, be safe, right? Don't just go to some scam page saying, oh, you're going to get the ZkSync airdrop today. Don't do that. You're lying. You're not going to get the ZkSync airdrop today. But just go on there, be careful, and just play around. Have fun, right? Use risk capital only. And with these layer 2s, it ain't like airdrop hunting on Ethereum, right? Where it can cost you $500 just to use a couple of protocols, right? You can take $200, $300, $400 and come over to ZkSync and play around with protocols all day long and still have money left over. So, but as I was saying, just come on here, mint you some NFTs, maybe sell an NFT. You know, like I said, just play around with all these different protocols. And you know, if ZkSync does do an airdrop in the future, you know, you will be eligible, hopefully. Depending on when you got in, how long you use ZkSync. If you've been following my channel at all, you know, y'all have probably been in for a while. You know, like I said, I've been talking about it for almost a year and a half now. And we were speculating on airdrops back then. So we were already, you know, putting in transactions, interacting with contracts and stuff like that. But another thing you can do on here is just go to these different DeFi protocols and do some swaps. Add a little bit of liquidity, right? Make some trades. You don't want to do any wash trading like wrapped ETH to ETH, you know, wrapped ETH back to ETH. You don't want to do that. You know, you want to make some legit transactions. You know, you want to provide a little bit of liquidity into some pools, maybe. You know, nothing huge, right? Nothing huge unless you have it like that and want to do that. But that's definitely not necessary. You know, just come in here, go to their pools, search and see what they got, search and see what kind of APYs they have. You know, if you have any of these certain amount of coins, make swaps. Say you got some ETH, trade some of that ETH to USDC and put it up for liquidity, right? It's basically risk-free. You do have smart contract risk, of course, so, you know, always keep that into account and, you know, make sure you understand impermanent loss before you're doing any of this, but go with your safe, stable pairs. And, you know, you normally, not, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be okay. So, but yeah, just go through, you know, if you want to take the time and just go through each and every single one of these, you know, be my guest. You know, it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to do that, right? You don't want to just go on here and bombard it. Most of the time, you're going to get a certain amount of points on a certain amount of, you know, whatever you do. But also, another little key thing is when you do bridge your funds. Now, there is other bridges out here that you can use to bridge onto the ZkSync mainnet, right? And after you do, you know, it is okay to use those other bridges, but my recommendation is use the bridge that ZkSync has made, right? Use their bridge when you first bridge into the network. That's always a bonus in my opinion, right? You want to use the products that the team created. And then once you do that, you know, then you can get into the ecosystem and start using these other bridges. But guys, that's about it. I just wanted to make this quick little tutorial video showing you guys, you know, how easy it is to get over to ZkSync, and that there is already quite a few protocols that have launched and that are live that you can go over there and interact with now. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down into the comments. If you watched the video this far, put hashtag ZkSync in the comments to let me know you got this far in the video, and I really do appreciate y'all's support. But like I said, if you need any help getting to the ZkSync mainnet, or need any help, interacting with any of these protocols, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help you, because these things can be very lucrative and free. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought. Leave it down below, and I will see y'all in the next one.